Dr. Ivan Meisner, founder and chairman of BNI, the world's largest business networking organization. BNI has thousands of groups in dozens of countries all around the world. I'm speaking to you today relating to the third annual International Networking Week, which is February 2nd through the 6th, 2009. International Networking Week is an initiative of BNI. However, it is absolutely open to many other networking groups around the world. BNI would like to work in partnership with other networking organizations to celebrate and recognize this program globally. Since our first ever International Networking Week 3 years ago, we've had many organizations, even governmental agencies such as the U.S. Congress, recognize International Networking Week as an annual program to be recognized around the world. We are living in some difficult economic times all around the world. Today's news is full of economic soap operas. In the United States, Congress, the White House, and the pundits have all debated about the bailout of yet another pillar of corporate America. European nations and others around the globe are struggling with recessionary pressures. Voices everywhere seem to be spouting economic doom and gloom. Now, please lean in close and listen carefully. I'm going to ask you to do something very difficult, yet very important. Ignore all those doom and gloom voices. It's not that I want to deny reality, nor am I even judging whether all those important voices are right or wrong. What I'm saying is all those voices are sending you useless information. Not only are they urging you to be afraid, very afraid, they're completely ignoring the solutions on which you need to focus. Nothing like freezing a good entrepreneur in his or her tracks with old-fashioned fear. Successful business professionals learn from the past. For many of us, this is not our first recession. It may be a big one, but it's not our first. So what did we learn from previous economic downturns? In the early 90s, right in the middle of a nasty recession here in the United States, I was at a business mixer in Connecticut where I was meeting with many local business professionals. It seemed that everyone was feeling the crunch from the slow economy, particularly in the real estate industry. Throughout the entire event, the favorite topic of discussion was how bad the economy was and how things were getting worse. The whole affair was depressing because nearly everyone was obsessed with the problems of the economy and its impact on their business. I was introduced to one of the many real estate agents attending the mixer. Given the decrease in property values in the state, I was leery of asking this gentleman the standard, "So how's business?" question. I didn't want to hear yet another variation of how bad business was. I was talking to him and he shared with me that he was having a great year. Well, naturally I was surprised and I asked, "You did say you were in real estate, right?" He said, "Yes." "We are in Connecticut, right? I mean, the economy here and the real estate market have just bottomed out." He said, "Yes," with a grin. And I said, "You're having a good year?" He replied, "Well, actually, I'm having my best year ever." "Your best year ever?" I said. After thinking for a moment, I asked him, "Is this your first year in real estate?" He said, "No. I've been in real estate for almost 10 years. I asked him, "How could you be doing so well given the conditions of the economy and the stiff competition here in the real estate market?" Well, he reached into his pocket and he pulled out a button, a blue and white badge, and he put it on and he said, "Here's the secret." And the button said, "I absolutely refuse to participate in the recession." I said, "That's it? That's your secret? You're wearing a badge that says you refuse to participate in the recession so your business is booming?" He said, "That's right." You have to start with that. It's an attitude, and you have to build upon that attitude. He said, "While most of my competitors are crying the blues about how bad business is, I'm out drumming up a ton of business, networking with my contacts, and generating referrals. I'm going back to people who couldn't afford real estate a few years ago, and I'm telling them they have a second chance. Real estate is on sale. Don't miss this opportunity." He said, "I'm selling more real estate than I've ever sold before because I'm focusing on opportunities instead of focusing on problems. I'm having my best year ever. Considering what he said, I looked around the room and I listened in on people for a while as they were complaining about how bad business was. While nearly all were commiserating with one another, I concluded that very few were actually networking and working on seeking new business. As a result, very little business was actually being accomplished. If you want to do well in business, you must understand that it does absolutely no good to complain to people about tough times. When you complain about how bad business is, half the people you tell don't care, and the other half are glad you're worse off than they are. While you cannot control the economy or your competition, you can control your response to the economy. You can control your response to your competition. Referrals can keep your business alive and well during an economic downturn. During the last recession, I watched thousands of business people grow and prosper through networking. They were successful because they consciously made the decision to refuse to participate in a recession. They did so by developing their networking skills and learning how to build their business through word of mouth. Don't let a bad economy be your excuse for failure. Instead, make it your opportunity to succeed. You know, one of the most important things I've learned in the last 2 decades of running the world's largest networking organization is that it's not what you know or who you know. It's how well you know them that really counts. In a tough economy, it's your social capital that has value. Make good use of it and you will thrive while others struggle. The more you focus on fear, the more afraid you will become. The more you focus on obstacles, the larger they will loom. And the more you focus on today's global economic doom and gloom headlines, the less time, energy, and faith you'll have to focus on building the prosperous, successful, well-networked business you really want. If you tell yourself, I can't succeed in this economic downturn, you'll very likely prove yourself correct. But if instead you focus on specific solutions to the particular issues, challenges, and opportunities of your business, your niche market, your current and prospective customers, you are very likely to enjoy more success than all the naysayers put together would have predicted. International Networking Week is a great way to start 2009. Refuse to participate in the recession. Focus on what you do best and do not let other people get you sidetracked from building your business. Different countries and cultures, different races and religions, different people and places, we are all united by one thing. We all speak the language of referrals. We all want to do business with people we know and trust. Relationship networking is a good way to achieve this. Join me and many other successful business people during this International Networking Week. Become someone who sees opportunities when others see problems. Become someone who seeks growth when others expect collapse. And be someone who sees success when others see failure. B&I, the Referral Institute, iLearningGlobal.tv, and many business networking organizations all around the world invite you to recognize and participate in International Networking Week, which is held every year beginning with the first Monday of February. I want to thank you very much for watching this presentation today. This is Dr. Ivan Meisner from B&I headquarters in Southern California saying, I refuse to participate in a recession now more than ever.